What's up gamers, this is Ivo and today we are going to take a look at Nexon's new mobile game called Heroes of Incredible Tales Online, also known as Hit Online. Now before we start this review, I have to warn you that I might throw out my own personal opinions, so if you're fine with that, then let's get to it. Hit Online had only globally launched last July 7 of this year 2016. Though it has only been globally out for a few days, the game had already launched in South Korea last November 2015. Earlier this year though, I saw a YouTube video about the game and I was like, wow, the graphics of this game is amazing and I have never seen a mobile MMO with graphics as good as this. So I decided to make some research. I thought it wasn't going to be playable from where I live, but when I went to the Play Store, it was there, for whatever reason. But unfortunately, the game won't download the additional resources and kept popping an error which was apparently experienced by most people, as what I've read in the Google Play Store's review section of the game. Seriously, 90% of the comments was complaining that the game kept telling them that their internet was unstable. I did try to do some stuff to fix it, but it still wouldn't work, so I decided to ditch it. Like screw this, it has been like this for days and the company didn't even bother to reply to any of the comments or make any announcements that they're going to fix it. So with that, I bid Hit Online goodbye. Fast forward to July 2016, I saw some articles and videos about Hit Online being globally launched. And this time before I even bothered to download it from the Play Store, I went and read the reviews and fortunately, the comments were good. So I decided to give it another try. I may not have played all the mobile games in the world, but I must say that the graphics and the smoothness in this game is superb. Well, it does take about 1.22 gigabytes on your phone, so that should compensate it. It's like something you would see in a PC game, but of course toned down for phones to handle it. The environments and the texture look really good, even the shadows in this game look good. You could really see that they put some effort to making this game because even the smallest parts have details and particles. Like when a monster dies, the body doesn't just instantly disappear to thin air, it actually burns or fades. The explosions, the blood splats, the bouncing coins, especially the damage counts, look really good as well. One of the things that amazed me so much is how good the skills look in the game. I have not seen anything this graphical and detailed in a mobile MMO. But all of this though is with maximum settings. Of course it would also depend on what device you're using and what it can handle. If you put it in lower settings, it does tend to look kinda sluggish. I guess it's because of the decreased FPS. The game runs on an energy system called Adventure Points, which refills one Adventure Point every 5 minutes. On scenario stages, it would need about 4 to 8 Adventure Points to enter a stage. The Adventure Point cap does increase per level, and at level 30, you would have a cap of 98. As for the currencies, it's your basic gold and gems game. The game is pretty generous though, so you wouldn't really have to worry about it early on. For the story, I don't really read stories for mobile games, as I usually don't see anything unique from them because it's always that there's an evil and you have to defeat it. So I skipped all of the conversations and cutscenes, but for people who'd want to read it, it's okay if you skip through a cutscene because you can always go to the library and reread it. The game has 4 playable characters: Hugo, who is a brute-like swordsman, Lucas, who is more of an assassin-looking swordsman, Annika, who looks like a pole dancer with a huge scythe, and the last one is a female mage named Kiki. Having a second character is free, but another one costs 500 gems. Gameplay for the melee characters though are quite similar. They slash and kill, and that's pretty much it. The mage on the other hand throws ice balls and spells and stuff, which by now you should already notice that there isn't really a lot of mechanics in the game. Almost every hack and slash game in mobile right now though is like this. It's quite unfortunate but true. In the battle mechanics, it would have been nice if there was something more than just pressing the attack button to activate a combo so that it would at least look like a combo rather than just skill spam. The game has common features of what a mobile MMO would have: a guild system, raid, PvP, auto battle, costume system, and power-up system. I'm not even gonna bother going in depth with them as they're very generic and there's nothing really special or unique about it. They did, however, attempt to make a customizable skill system by allowing you to make a choice on which passives and skills level up or upgrade whether you wanted to have a better damage or shorter cooldown. This could have been great if skill points were actually limited, but then again you get 1 skill point per level, and oddly, you can purchase skill points. Basically at the end, you can have all your skills and passives maxed, which I think has failed the purpose of it. It would have been better if they actually made a skill tree, where each class can pick which different skills they want to have and upgrade them to have different effects. A stat distribution system would have been nice too. But probably these opinions are because I've played so much PC MMOs for a long time. But who wouldn't want to have a character that would be unique from other players, right? Scenario-wise, the game is actually not that difficult. For most levels, you're just gonna auto-battle it, and it'll do fine. However, you might get stuck at some bosses. Later on though, the levels do really get harder to the point where you're gonna have to repeat previous levels to gain experience and items to power up your weapon. In other words, grinding. And it's really not that fun to grind with an energy system. The PvP in this game was kinda underwhelming, because usually I would just get my ass kicked by people so much stronger and higher level than me, but if I pair up with someone of the same rank or lower, it's an easy win. As a mage fighting melee characters, they would just straight up stun lock you to death with endless skills and basic attacks. They do become invincible for quite some time, which is useful for PvE bosses and whenever you're getting tortured in PvP. To be honest, when I saw that there was a parry button in the game, I thought there was actually gonna be some blocking and retaliation in PvP. But I realized it was too hard because blocking has a delay, while attacks were almost instant. It is quite useful for boss fights though. And also to add, you'd want to have a very good internet connection if you'd like to PvP, or else you'd just be screaming at your phone because your character just won't move. All in all, I would say that this game is pretty much above average. Graphically it's amazing, but gameplay wise it really lacks a lot. It's always the uniqueness in a game that makes it stand out. A good looking game may catch your eye for a while, but when you start playing it and realize that it's not really that interesting, you will just end up leaving it. I won't lie, the battle system does feel generic and similar to the place of Tai Chi Panda or Age of Wushu Dynasty, and a lot of other games in the market actually. I do see a lot of potential in this game, just that at the moment it feels really bland and, again, generic. I hope Nexon realizes that soon and makes this game not just graphically outstanding but also play-worthy. There's always room for improvement, and I will surely be looking forward to what Nexon will do next with this game. But until then, all we can do is stay tuned. Anyways, that ends this review and I hope I gave you a good idea about the game. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and if you think I missed some stuff, just leave a comment below. Once again, this has been Ivo and I will see you in my next review.